Look at that!
Welcome to the sun-drenched tropical paradise of Isle Delfino. We're so pleased to welcome you to our beautiful home. Come enjoy a natural wonderland to which we've added the world's finest resort facilities, a spectacular amusement park, and succulent seafood. All this and more await you on Isle Delfino. Come relax and let us refresh your body and spirit.
Hey there everyone, it's Flare31 here. Welcome back, or should I say welcome to, a new Let's Play of Super Mario Sunshine. Now, I bet you almost no one knows this, but I did do a Let's Play of this game already. Back in I believe 2014, it's been a while. And so, I wanted to redo it for a couple of reasons. One, recording quality is going to be a lot better. 2, 3D All-Stars is a thing, and they improved the quality of all the cutscenes, which means it's going to look nice. And 3, on top of the previous point, they added GameCube controller support for 3D All-Stars, which is what I needed from this game, and so we can actually play it. And so, yeah, we're basically just redoing it. It's not going to be anything too special, but it's going to be a fun time. We're also kind of continuing from Super Mario 64. I was serious when I said I wanted to do all the 3D Marios. I don't know if I actually said that or not, but I'm saying it now. We got Rumble and Subtitles on, so that's all good to go. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in.
What happened? What's this icky paint-like goop? It's moving!
No, boys, don't touch that stuff.
Excuse me, but...
I am most concerned with the well-being of the princess in this dreadful heat. Master Mario, if you would, cross over to that shore and find some assistance.
Mario, be careful. I have a bad feeling about this. First off, let me just say I love the dopey voice acting. So hold on. Oh, okay, no, we're good. That's fine. Yeah. I thought my camera controls were a little bit wonky, but no, that works. So, I really like the dopey voice acting in this game. It's so dopey that I can't help but like it. I'm kind of sad that they never did voice acting again in Mario, but it is what it is, I suppose. Let's go ahead and talk to some people before we actually do anything. Also, it's crispy. Mario, be careful. I have a bad feeling about this. Okay, you don't say anything new. Master Mario, remember, the B button is key. Use it to show me some of those famous jumps. Yeah, they didn't bother to like remap the controls for GameCube or like, you know, account for it. Don't worry, Mario, we'll watch over the princess. Please go in and get her, or please go and get help. Wait a second. My horizontal camera controls are definitely inverted from what I want them to be. Actually, I'm not too sure about this. Anyway, let's go ahead and go in here. Oh wait, God, the buttons thing's gonna mess me up. That goop looks dangerous. I wouldn't touch it, Mario. If you get some on you, get in the water and do a spin jump. Quickly move the left stick in a circle and jump. Ick, Mario, it's all goopy. Ooh. We came all this way and now look, everything's spoiled. Oh, this is the worst. Mario, please go get some help. What about you? It looks like this gunk is coming from somewhere below. It's really slippery, so watch your step. You don't say. I am personally gonna go fix my cameras real quick, so give me like a hot sec. Okay, I feel better now. Oh, we feel way better. Oh yeah, that's all we needed. What do you guys say? What are you waiting for? Do something. This gooey paint of yours completely covered my friend. I'll get to it. I don't think there's anything over here, but I'll go over here anyway, just to check. Oh, there's a guy over here. Wild. Hey there, buddy. Are you waiting for your pals or what? I guess technically I am. And then we got some people over here we can talk to. Huh? Have we met somewhere before? I feel like I've seen you somewhere. And recently, too. Welcome to Delfino. Step right up and get yourself a free tourist map. Press the L button to view your map. That is true, you do get a free tourist map. And it looks like this. The tourist map is actually kind of cool. It's got some like really neat details to it. Like, it's literally a tourist map because it has like some quotes on it and stuff. So it says, "Welcome to Delfino, the glittering jewel of the southern seas. The sun is always shining here, so come and visit." And then it's got all these cool drawings. It's all animated and stuff. And then down here it says, picturesque bays, rolling hills, quaint. What does that say? Quaint something. Quaint something something await you. Contact Delfino Tours to plan your vacation today. I'm not sure what that says, but that's okay. And then whenever you discover an area, you can actually like get touristy information about it, and you can click on like all of these pictures almost. So nothing there. And we got these things. So we've been talking to these Piantas here. So this is Pianta, the mountain people. These mountain folk are strong, sociable, and curious. The trees on their heads provide relief from the island's heat. I don't know how that works considering those trees are small, but we'll go with it. And then there's some people we haven't met yet, but these are Nokis, the sea people. Nokis wear vibrant seashells reminiscent of their time living in the coral reefs. They are timid but highly intellectual, which is dope. And then otherwise we have Delfino Airstrip, which is where we're at right now, as we can see by the Mario head. It says Delfino Airstrip, a simple airstrip built on small islets in the waters near Delfino Plaza. Access to the mainland is via small boats. And then you can view your sunshine totals, because this game is sunshines and not stars. Obviously we don't have anything yet because we just started. But what's really dope about this game... Oh. I didn't mean to do that, but it's okay.
Power up complete. Thank you for purchasing this item from Gad Science Incorporated. Preparing to register customer information. Scanning and classifying subject data. Subject identified as Mario, resident of the Mushroom Kingdom. Data storage complete. I am Flood, a flash liquidizer ultra-dowsing device. I hope to be of assistance. Proceeding with user instruction. Use the button to shoot water from my tank. If you press the button, you can stop and shoot. You can then use the stick to aim in any direction. Press the X button to switch to the hover nozzle. You can then press the button to hover in the air for a short time. If this tank is empty, no water can be sprayed. To refill tank, enter a body of water and press the button. Instructions complete. Proceed.
Do you want to hear that again? No. Why would I want to hear that again?
Mario.
Alright, so now we have Flood. Flood is dope. It's a super cool movement mechanic. I like to think that's an inspiration for the idea of using Cappy in Odyssey. You know, it's essentially a movement tool extension. You can spray with it, and if you hold all the way down so that you're like locked in place, or if you're using the Pro controller or some sort of Switch controller, then they're like separate buttons where it's like press this button and you do like the walking spray, and then if you press the other button you get locked in place so you can like aim. And so what's really cool about Flood in particular is you can like spray the ground in front of you and then belly flop onto it and you do a power slide, that's what it's called. And so you move really fast. And then that's like all that's like super important about Flood, besides just obviously getting used to the hover nozzle, moving around, and stuff like that. I know that a lot of people when they play this game, they end up over relying on the hover nozzle and then thinking that the regular platforming is hard. And to an extent, it's kind of true. Mario in this game is like basically one-to-one responsive. There's like next to no buffer or like slipperiness to him at all. You know, you press up, he goes up, and he turns on a dime. I really like it actually. The movement feels, honestly, to me, the best out of all the 3D Marios, followed very closely by Odyssey. And it takes a little bit getting used to. But more to the point, only use, my point with all this was, only use the hover nozzle to correct your jump if you need to. Otherwise, try to make your jumps without using the hover nozzle so you can get used to actually just straight up platforming, and then I think it'll make your life a lot easier. That being said, does anyone like change their quote after you get this thing? I kind of don't think so. Help you? Are you crazy? We're the ones who need help. Take that water pump and clean the airstrip. You. Yeah, so now that oh yeah. Before I got interrupted earlier, I was gonna say that what's super cool about this game is that it's literally set in a like real world, quote unquote, like an actual in-game universe, and so you can see other parts of the game from where you're at. And so that over there is the main island, the main town of Isle Delfino that we will eventually end up in. And then from there, you can actually look over here and see the airstrip. And it's super cool to have like that consistency. So now that we've done that, let's free this guy real quick. Whoa, I really thought I was a goner. Hey, hang on. It's you. This whole mess is your fault. I guess you could say that. Do you say anything now that I freed him? No, you don't. So they don't have reactive dialogue, and it doesn't look like anyway. Which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So, obviously we have just this freaking goop pile in the middle that we're supposed to be spraying. And so like the obvious like different, you know, the animated goop that's like pulsing and moving versus like the one that's painted onto the ground, it looks like, is what you're supposed to spray. You just to do that. And it spawns this thing. And all you gotta do to defeat it is spray it while its mouth is open. And he doesn't care. You can just hold it down and you're good. And well, for whatever reason, like Goop has like terraforming powers, and so when you clean it up, it like removes all of it and then unterraforms the strip, and then spawns your shine sprite for you. I guess disclaimer before we grab this. This is my favorite 3D Mario ever. It probably always will be. I used to speedrun this, kind of. Like, I casually spedrun it back in 2014, and there's a lot to like about it. And we're going to spend a lot of time just talking to people, because I think that's part of the enjoyment of the game. So, strap in for the long haul if you're actually interested in that sort of thing. And it always interrupts you to save. Every time you grab a shine sprite.
Nice work, Mario.
Quite an unusual device. Is it some sort of pump?
I am Flood, glad to meet you. Hey, someone's coming.
Court is now in session.
As you are no doubt aware, someone has been senselessly defacing fair Isle Delfino using some paint-like substance. The accused is charged with polluting our beautiful home, and yes, endangering our very way of life. Indeed, how can one not be aware of what is going on? Though it is daytime in Delfino Plaza, our poor residents tremble beneath a veil of darkness. Expert shine scholars have determined that this darkness has arisen because all of our guardians, the shine sprites, have vanished from their gathering spot at the shine gate. The reason? It's quite obvious. This horrible graffiti is to blame. Behold this sketch of the perpetrator based on eyewitness descriptions. The truth is obvious. The guilty party sits among us. It is none other than Mario.
Objection!
Overruled. I judge the defendant guilty as charged. I hereby order the defendant to clean this entire island. Until Isle Delfino is completely free of his vile handiwork, Mario shall not be allowed to leave. Court adjourned.
This appears to be quite a predicament, Mario. Data analysis verifies that the island's inhabitants are indeed troubled by pollution, but the pollution itself is not the main problem. Mario, you witnessed this object at the airstrip, correct? It is a shine sprite. Shine sprites are the source of power on Isle Delfino. They used to gather in great numbers at the Shine Gate, but the graffiti incident has polluted the island and most of the shine sprites have fled. There is no longer any power to support the peaceful lifestyle of the islanders. It is most pitiable. The only way to ensure the return of the shine sprites is to keep the island from becoming any dirtier. The perpetrator is likely at work even as we speak. And you, Mario, are being treated as a criminal. Tomorrow we must do our best to resolve this situation.
Do you want to hear my explanation again? No.
Go straight that way. You can't miss the mess, pal. Your first job's to get rid of all that ugliness. And remember, we'll be watching you, pal. We'll know if you start slacking off.
Alright, now we kind of get released into the actual game. I'll say that. We get released into the actual game. So let's go ahead and just like move on with our lives real quick. Because we got this junk to clean up right here. And so we might as well just do it, right? So unlike the previous one, this one will like shake its head at you if you try to spray it with its mouth closed. And so you have to wait for it to open its mouth before you spray it. But that's like the only difference.
Princess, look! On the statue's head!
Mario?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't you dare. Whoa, whoa. Hands off my woman. Anyway. Let's go chase after him. Yeah, a kidnapping. You're telling me. So all you gotta do is run behind him and spray him. And he's like, ow, 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 ow. Not fair. Completely unfair. You shouldn't be allowed to use tools like that. Alright, let's follow him, see where he goes. He's heading for the square. Go get him. Yeah, you do go up and over. I was wondering. So he goes up and over, ends up right here, and then he waits for you here until you get close to him, and then he comes over here. And does this. So let's go ahead and chase him in there. You have to spray it before it activates, by the way. Alright, episode 1, Road to the Big Windmill. So this is our first, like, stage, we'll call it. And it spawns us right here. We're gonna just go ahead and do the mission. Since it's kinda, you know, it's a whole thing. And then so what we're gonna do is we're gonna come up here, go over here, and then just go straight to where we need to go, which is right here. And we have another one of these things to fight. They love throwing them at us. I believe this one is exactly the same as the one that we just fought. Like, down to the T. And then, one more hit. This should do it. Yep. You got this nice terraforming thing again, because that's always a thing that happens. And he gives us a shine sprite. The shine sprites look so pretty. Like crazy pretty. Donk. Alright. Save and move on. So, now that we've done that, nothing too crazy is going to happen for a while. And so we're kind of just like in, you know, a state, we'll call it. And then you get these cool Delfino Plaza alerts down at the bottom. It says, Isle Delfino police are investigating a possible connection between recent graffiti incidents and the loss of contact with Bianco Hills and Rico Harbor. Ooh. Yeah, so this is like Debs alert, and it stands for Delfino Emergency Broadcast System. It's kind of cute. Now that we have some downtime, let's take some time to explore the plaza, because this is the hub world, and just like the 64 castle, there's a lot of things in it and kind of like little nuances. But then this is meant to be, instead of just like a more or less empty hub and everything kind of serves a purpose towards like getting stars, this has a lot of things in it that are just for fun. And so it's kind of a fun time. Before we do anything though, let's take a look at this area map and read up on Delfino Plaza itself. Tourists get off the ferries here in Isle Delfino's largest city. Attractions include the Shine Gate and Grand Pianta statue. Interesting. Okay, so we have these two guards here. They were talking to us in the cutscene. Hey, are you slacking off? No. Maybe. And clean up those walls, slacker. Yeah, so we're literally gonna go around and talk to everybody. It's quite fun just to see it. I thought I told you no free samples. Yeah, all these fruit you could literally just like pick up and walk away with. And so in particular, the durians are things that you kick. Everything else you have to actually like physically pick up. Now, where's that big ol' shine? The guidebook says it's like the shining eye of Isle Delfino. Well, about that. Kinda out of commission right now. Over here is the lighthouse. There's a blue toad next to it. We can talk to him real quick. A long time ago, Yoshi's lived on this island as well. I didn't know he said that. That's interesting. Some lore. And then over here we got this guy. He goes, "Hey, I think you're in need of a pair of my special sunshades." Oh, well, then again, maybe you're not ready. You need to spend a bit more time here on Isle Delfino. Come on back when you think you're ready for a pair. See ya. One of us, one of us. So he doesn't think that we're ready for some shades. Kinda lame. So you're probably still involved in some naughty stuff. Right? Like huge disasters and stuff? Yep, I knew it. Running around and getting all sweaty is nice, but you can eat these and get just as sweaty. Yes, sir. True. It sure is dark. Is this daytime? I guess cities are just dark all the time, huh? It's not that dark. It's like shaded, you know. Delicious fruits need the sun to live. At least ours do. And at this rate, we may never have fruit again. Oh, where have all the shine sprites gone off to? Yeah, they have a lot of problems here. When are we going to have another scandalous incident? I'm so bored. Nothing fun ever happens here. You know, it's a good question. I don't know. So it's true, our shine sprites really have left us. I'm taking it pretty hard, to tell you the truth. I just wish the sun would return and tan us like before. You guys tan? You guys do not look like you would tan, not gonna lie. Look at these two guys up here yelling at each other. I'm not lying. I even saw the plans for it. You're just not listening to me, you pickled squid brain. That's hogwash. Your ancestors were all hairdressers. You liar. I don't know what that's about, but I'll leave them to it. Hello, you want to work for me? Want to work for me for a little bit? I'd love for you to bring me some fruit. I'm craving some pineapples. Bring me 3, would you? Just bring the fruit here and put it in this basket, okay? This is an actual thing that you can do, and it'll give you a tangible reward. And we're not gonna do it right now, so we're just gonna like ignore her. Nah, the boat you can't leave yet. You have to improvise. Well, I could just like nah. This is a lady that wants bananas. Same thing as the pineapple lady. We're just gonna ignore it for right now. Who else is there to talk to? Actually, let's go over here real quick. Across the plaza, or across like the little water aisle. It's your fault that our shine sprites left and the sky got dark. Is it though? I just got here, dude. Oh yeah, this is the durian lady. She wants the same thing as the pineapple lady and the banana lady. We're gonna ignore that as well. And then there's a doorway here. We're gonna ignore that as well. Also, if you will. And then over here we got a cannon and a guy in the cannon. No, jump up there, thank you. These repairs are really rough, I'm telling you. It'll be a while. Yeah, so we can't do anything here yet. And then going, actually, let's go into the sewers real quick and go this way. Just because I want to show you guys what's out here. So, sewer system allows you to travel really conveniently. And then there's a lady out here that wants coconuts. Same as the other ones. Not going to do anything with it yet. And then, bonk. Now that we're out here, we can go this way. This house right here is actually quite important, but we're not going to touch on it for right now. And then we got a couple guys here. It was weird being stuck in that goop. It was gross, but I gotta admit, it was kind of sweet. Kind of like candy. What? Unforgivable. I have had it. Someone ruined my wall. What does M mean anyway? Have we met before? Yeah, so this brown guy was stuck in the goop earlier. Yeah, like over here, when the statue was still on the ground. And so was the green toad, but we just kind of ignored all of that. Actually, let me talk to this yellow guy real quick. Yeah, no! Don't bonk into him. When are we going to have another... Oh, I already talked to this guy, never mind. Alright, let's talk all the toads and stuff. I saw it with my own eyes. The man who took the princess was using a brush to draw graffiti. I saw it. Indeed, he did have a brush. I heard this was a sunsplashed isle, but it sure is dark. Is it because they've lost their so-called shine sprites? This island seems to be the victim of a bad turn of fate. Oh my, yes. Alright, Peach, what do you gotta say about this? Welcome back! We're so glad you're safe, Mario. This vacation has just been a whirlwind of bizarre events, huh? And now the boat to the hotel isn't even running. That is true. What do you gotta say? If I can talk to you. Thank you. Everyone on this isle loves to do the box breaker. Just jump up and press the L button, or ZL button, above a box. Smash! Why don't you give it a try? I will later. Mario, are you used to using that flood thing now? You can also switch it to a hover device with the X button. Am I used to flood? You know, only got like 7+ years of experience. It's fine. So yeah, that is the island in a nutshell. We've talked to basically everybody, if not everybody, and we've explored a bit, so I think that's a good spot to move on and actually like, do things. So we're gonna go back into Bianco Hills. And believe it or not, you can actually select previous episodes, and unlike Mario 64, where selecting the star like is more or less a hint, and maybe it like actually changes something relevant. All these are basically actually like you have to do the one that you select. So like episode 1 had the piranha plant, right? That's not going to be there in episode 2 or any of the other episodes. And so you can only get episode 1's shine in episode 1. And with some very, very minor weird exceptions, you can only get episode 2's shine in episode 2, not in episode 1, and so on and so forth. And so you lose that freedom, but it allows the world, or it allowed them to make the world adaptive in a way that they couldn't do otherwise, at least not very easily, back in 2002 when this game released. And the reason we're going back into episode 1 is so I can talk to some people and show off some stuff. So Rio Harbor, Peanut Park, true. You can see both Isle Delfino, and if I can like Rico Harbor down there at the bottom. And then over there's Peanut Park. So that's all neat. And let's talk to some people again. Huh? You're back again, are you? You seemed like you were in such a hurry last time I saw you. He's talking about Shadow Mario. Let's real quick double check and read this. The slush community of villas is located at the foot of Corona Mountain. Its famous windmill spin peacefully in the gentle sea breezes. Corona Mountain must mean that big volcano. What's going on? Didn't you just come running through here with a big paintbrush? And now you've got that heavy device on your back. Strange. It is strange. Also, this guy's here. Hey, I think you're in need of a pair of my special sunshades. And he says the same thing. We'll get into what this is when we actually can. So for right now, let's move on. You want to try climbing on the ropes? It's easy. Never fear, just get up there and bounce around, you'll be fine. Yeah, so he's just telling you that you can stand on and jump off of ropes and stuff. There's a trail here that connects to the Big Windmill. And the goop made it too dangerous so the door has been closed. You might be able to get through at the water wheel up ahead. Yeah, so we're gonna kind of walk the intended route real quick and just like see what there is to do. You got these, I don't even remember what they're called, but they're not called Goombas, they're called something else. I think they're called Strut and Stews, actually, now I'm thinking about it. It's a nice little squirt tank you got there, Sonny. Why don't you water the flowers a bit? They sure need it. You can do that if you want to. Regardless, you're supposed to like follow this around, and there's the water wheel, and you just like jump onto it and ride it up, and then let it bring you down the other side, and then keep going. And this brings you literally to the same area we were last time. And that's actually quite literally it. The only other thing I want to do is I want to kind of explain a little bit more about using Flood to like fight things and stuff like that. And so like first of all, you might have seen me doing this a lot. That's the first person camera. You use Y or you push the right stick in to access it, depending on which controller you're using. And it's basically like supposed to help you aim Flood, and so it's super useful for that sort of thing, but you can't move while you're doing it, obviously, so be careful. And then you might have also seen me doing something like that, and you get like this big spray of it's like a shotgun spray, right? Like it's got like the large spread and it doesn't go that far. What that is technically I think it's a shotgun spray, like I think it's its technical name, but then a lot of people just call it spam spray. And the way you do it is a little bit counterintuitive, because if you hold down all the way for R and then you press A, you do the same thing, but you do a backflip, right? That's how you backflip in this game. It's by holding down the full lockdown spray and then pressing A. And so what that is basically doing that, but then jumping at the same time. And so instead of backflipping, if you press A and do the full press R at the same time, you know, basically at the same time, you end up doing that. It allows you to basically clean a lot of goop very quickly in a large area, and it will allow you to do things a little bit more efficiently. So try to use it or get used to using it. It can be kind of tiring on your hand, but it's pretty worth it. And then also, I think there was one more thing. Oh yeah. Basic movement stuff that I want to mention real quick. Unlike in 64, you don't have a long jump. Long jump does not exist. Instead, the main thing that you're going to want to use is the spin jump, which is literally just spin the control stick and then jump. And so you will literally go in any direction after you spin the control stick that you hold. So like if I start the control stick and up, spin it, and then have it continue to be up and press A, I'll go forward, right? But if I do that and then like, you know, basically what I'm trying to say is start the control stick in the position you want to go and then just do one full rotation, or turn your camera so you can always do it from top. And that's basically how you use the spin jump. The spin jump is actually probably the most versatile jump in the game, because you get a lot of distance and a lot of airtime from it. And even better, you can combo it into a triple jump, which normally takes, you know, a triple jump to do. It's very good. Use it as like your main movement option, just when you don't know what you want to do. That's like generally the way to go, and it allows you to make easier it's almost like having a second Flood that you can't as easily control in the air. So that's all nice and good. Everything else kind of still exists. So yeah, let's go ahead and exit this, and we'll do episode 2. That's what happens whenever you exit an area. You just kind of like fall out. Episode 2. So episode 1 was Road to the Big Windmill. Episode 2 is Down with Petey Piranha. And you'll see kind of like the reactionary world building that they got going on here. You say anything different? There's a pretty big trimmer a moment ago, wasn't there? I wonder what's going on the other side of that hill. Was there a big trimmer? I wonder if all that slime is gone yet. Looks like it to me. You still say the same thing? I'm curious now. People who jump in the river go sploosh and sometimes splish. I know because I've been standing here watching all day long. Fair enough. Fair enough, my guy, fair enough. Doors open? Now look at that. I wonder who broke the gate. I do not approve of that. Okay, okay, chill out. So this is now open, which means you can go this way instead of going around the long way, which is nice. There's still a bunch of like goop here, and you can kind of like spray it down as you see fit. And now that we have this hill up and going, it's still here. And the bridge is out, as Flood warns you, so you're gonna have to like jump across it, which is fine, because you have a hover nozzle. You could also straight up just like spin jump across it, and you'll make it almost the entire way there, so might be worth getting used to. I almost fell like an idiot. Doing good. Oh, that thing is gigantic. So we're basically just doing a loop around the windmill to get up it. And I'm gonna clean this off as I go, just because you start slipping on it if you don't, and it's really annoying. And then they give you this little water fountain to fill up your water. And then when you get up here, they're like, do some platforming. So you're like, okay, you can do the basic platforming. For this, I would spin jump and then do that, or just jump and hover around it like normal, one of the two. And we got this guy here, and he's like, could you help out with the big-headed creature up there? You're the only one we can ask to lend us a hand. I know it's a pain, but you think you can handle it? Yeah, I guess. Why not? So the way we're gonna want to get up here is just by straight up jumping on this and then like going up. It's pretty easy. Then, oh, I see a shine sprite. I want it. I'm coming for you. And then we'll go ahead and just jump up there. They're like, oh yes, boss arena. So this guy is pretty easy to defeat. You just gotta fill up his mouth whenever he opens it, and then ground pound his belly, and that's it. You do that 3 times, you've won. If you always stand 90 degrees from him, he turns to you and opens his mouth immediately, instead of doing dumb stuff, so do that. And then spam spray is the easiest way to fill up his mouth. Otherwise, you could do it normally by just holding down that. That's like, you know, the normal way to do it. And then after you do it 3 times, he melts into goop. And then your shine sprite appears. Right, I was close. Alright, so now that we've done that, there is a new problem in Delfino Plaza. So let's go take care of it real quick. After Mario gets done wiping off his brow or whatever. So over here, we got a black goop monster, because they love using their goop monsters. And this one is basically the same as the other ones, except its goop regenerates a little bit. And, ow, you'll see why it's different here. We've hit it 3 times. It goes down, and then it comes back up, and you have to do it 3 more times. Don't ask me why. And there we go, it's done deal. Look at how low that goop goes. It's so weird. And then this thing that was here earlier comes back, and it's got an M on it now. So we could go in there if we wanted to, but we're not going to. Because that would be doing things out of order. We don't do that around here. Instead, we're gonna go back in here. So, instead of doing episode 3, we're actually going back to episode 1 again. I know. Sue me. Basically, since I have a lot of knowledge of this game, I think it's gonna be cool to show off some stuff. And so, this is one of like very few situations in the game where you can actually skip a mission. Because if you'll notice, Petey Piranha's up there in episode 1. And so you can actually come over here, and the easiest way to get up there is to use this spider thing, this water spider. I feel like this was the inspiration for like a Rockwinded or a Dupider, or both, by the way. Just want to point it out. So if you spray him, he like gets frozen, and then you can bounce off of him real high and come straight up to the windmill. And then you can do what you would normally do and ride the windmill up. Actually, real quick, I want to see if this guy says anything different. Wazza? Who's that? What are you doing over here? You're getting a little ahead of yourself, don't you think? Isn't there something else you should do before coming here? That's pretty funny. No. Of course not. So you can like wall jump up the windmill. I'm really bad at it actually for some reason, but you can do it. But basically it will work, and you can do episode 2 in episode 1. And so you can skip a shine sprite by doing that, which is pretty neat. Oh. Almost made it up. It's fine though. I got my point across, and you can take my word for it. So that's pretty nifty. It's one of very few situations in the game where you can do that, so I guess take advantage of it if you want to. Otherwise, we're going back in for episode 3. The Hillside Cave Secret, indeed. Alright, so let's talk to the local residents as we always do. The goop's all gone, and this place is clean again. Now, if we can just get the tourists to come back. What is there to tourist around here? Like, what tourist traps do you even have? Something's wrong. My women's intuition must be warning me. Yeah, okay. So you got these things here that weren't there last time. Very whatever, you can just go past them. Some awful goop fell out of the sky a while ago. It was nasty. I like how the render distance like doesn't animate this guy until you get close enough to him. It's really funny to me. There's this guy here. I'm not gonna bother cleaning him off, but you can if you want. Ow. If we come over here though, talk to this guy. Huh? You just asked me to hurl you, didn't you? And so this guy is what's called a chuckster. They're really big memes. Essentially, they literally just chuck you, and in this case, he gets you on top of the trees for basically for free. And he chucks you opposite the direction that you talk to him in. Usually, this guy in particular, since he's positioned well enough. No, maybe not. Maybe this one always throws you in the right direction. But general rule of thumb is the chuckster is gonna throw you opposite of the direction you talk to them at, so kind of keep that in mind. What you guys say? I heard awful noises in the hillside cave on the far shore. What were they? I'm scared. Alright, so let's go ahead and take the intended route here to get over to the hillside cave. You're supposed to go on these tight ropes and come the heck over here. Also, real quick, the bridge is put back together again. And if we talk to this guy, you can see the hillside cave over there, right? Indeed we can. A guy came out all covered in goop and ran under the bridge. I wonder if something bad was after him. How disturbing. Is that what the guy over there was? That's kind of funny. But anyway, back to what we were doing before. You're supposed to go along these ropes. And then there's this thing that can hurt you, so don't touch it. And then once you get up here, you're supposed to come over here, jump onto this rope, and then jump up to the cave. And Shadow Mario takes your flood. This is why you should be practicing normal platforming, because you get stuff like this, which is basically just get good scrub, the mini game. And so you don't have flood, and you don't get access to any of his very easy platforming tools, and so you gotta do it the old-fashioned way. It's not that bad though, like, thankfully. Especially this first one. This first one's not that bad. You can still spin jump, and you can still do all the like normal things that Mario can usually do. Ooh, we almost got killed there, but it's fine. They give you some one-ups along the way as well. I would recommend spin jumping here, so that you can make the gap really easy, instead of trying to time your jump with like the star things. No thank you. And it was literally that easy. Save, yes please. Then let's go back in. Back in we go. And we're going back to episode 3. Now you may be like, why? Why do you keep doing this to me? There's actually a good reason for it this time. All these secret levels, or so-called secret levels, they have an extra shine in them, believe it or not. And so we're gonna do like the cool way to get there this time, which is going across these logs and then wall jumping off this pole. If you do it at this angle, then you like go sideways for some reason, if I can do it correctly. No. Yeah, you do it at 90 degrees. I don't know why it's not doing it for me this time, but you can typically wall jump off of this like that. There we go. And then just kind of go up here. And that's like the quick way to get in here. But if you re-enter a secret after beating it, Shadow Mario didn't show up and take your flood, so you have flood. And there's a red dot switch here. Collect 8 red coins before the timer runs out. Good luck. Yeah, so this is your red coin challenges that get way overused in this game, I'm not gonna lie. They have like a bazillion red coin challenges, but it's cool. And so we're just gonna walk around and grab all these. I'm gonna jump out here with a spin jump to grab these real quick. And then we're gonna backtrack and go the other way. And then go out to this one, and that's our last one. And it spawns another Shine Sprite, so very worth your time to come back and do it again. And then we can just glide on over to the end. Piece of cake. That's just, you know, as they say. Nice and easy. So, now that we've done all that, we're finally gonna wrap up the episode. I think I'm gonna end up probably doing 1 hour episodes just in general. Oh wait, actually we should do that first. Now that we have 5 shine sprites, there's something else going on in Delfino Plaza. Like, again. But this time it's the lighthouse from earlier. And Blue Toad here is very much in trouble from it. And no matter what you do, he just gets recovered in goop. It's really funny. And believe it or not, this is the final time you see this Petey Piranha. So you don't have to worry about it after this guy. You know, it only took 5 reuses, but we're done with them. And you might be like, so is this one any different than the other ones? A little bit. This time it does a whole rainbow thing of goop monsters. That's it. That's all that's different. So fun fact, you can slide, like do a power slide here, and Mario slides forward during the cutscene. Anyway, let's clean off this toad and see what he has to say. Thanks, Mario. You're welcome. Anyway, now that we've done that, and we have nothing else to do, really, at least for this episode, we're gonna end it here. So, I feel like there's something I want to mention. I'm not sure what it is anymore. That's fine though. I can always pick it up later. So, now that we've done all that, if you like the video, visit like. If you like the video, consider subscribing. If you dislike the video, hit dislike. All that YouTube stuff, I guess. And otherwise, I'll see everyone next time.